I'm looking at life as a training ground, as just a place to learn and to experience. Look at every encounter, every person, every feeling, every emotion as you, and it's teaching you something. As a teacher, it's showing you something about yourself. Learn how you feel when somebody says a certain thing. Be aware and observe how you feel when that thing happens, when you lose a certain thing, when you lose money, when you lose a relationship, when you no longer can get to that vice, when you can't get to the food, when you can't eat, when you can't smoke, when you can't play the video game, when you can't scroll. Learn how you feel with all of those things, right? And we may have so many negative attachments or negative emotions or feelings about the past, things that have happened, things we didn't like that happened, but it was showing you, right? Look at it as something to learn from, something that was experienced for you to get better, something that was leading you up to this moment, leading you up to you becoming better, right? It's about the meanings we assign to these things, right? The emotions that we give to it. You don't have to make something bad. Something could have happened and your initial reaction was to perceive it as bad, but you got to change that. You have to change that. Look at it as a learning experience. It's not bad. There's no good or bad. It's all experience. It's all awareness. It's all observation. And it's the meaning you give to it. Because all of this life thing is made up. It's all made up. You give it meaning. And, you know, many of us say we know ourselves. You know, we know what we like. We know what we don't like. We know what we hate. We know what we love. We know what's our favorite. What's our least favorite. But you don't know you until you know how you are. You know your mind, where your mind goes, where your thoughts and feelings go when you can't get to what you usually get to. When you cut the food out, when you cut the alcohol out, when you cut entertaining, pointless conversations, when you cut out calling somebody when you driving or when you bored, when you trying to fill that space up. Be aware of all of that. Be aware of when you're reaching for your phone, right? This is how you learn. This is how you observe. This is how you become more aware. You have to spend more time being bored. You have to spend more time in that solitude. Watching yourself, watching your thoughts. Watching what you feel. And the whole reason why I'm saying this is how we make our lives better. This is how we improve ourselves as people. This is how we improve our lives. Because when you're more aware of these things, well, I say things like that. I say things. More aware of these things, right? You can control more of the outcome. You can control what it is that you do. You ever see somebody just lose control of a situation? They let the anger take over. They let the frustration take over, right? And you know, that's not always a bad thing. The way I see it, that's not always a bad thing. Because that teaches you something about yourself too. But it's only when you become aware of when you did that. If you just go through it without being aware of what you're doing, then it's no point. You're not learning. You just bouncing around from emotion to emotion, experiencing, not gaining no information, not gaining no knowledge. You have to observe and watch yourself and examine everything. Everything. It's all a big teacher, bro. Look at this whole world as you. Every single person, even the people you don't like, the people that trigger you, the people that piss you off, the people that you just don't even want even around you for real. You have to learn from this. You have to learn how you act when you interact with these people. You have to learn yourself in certain situations. How do you react when you in a dangerous situation? How do you react when you bored? How do you react when you in love? How do you react when you have to work in groups, when you have to do certain things? You have to know, right? What I'm saying might sound simple, which it is, but you got to know yourself from all aspects, from all angles, to control this whole matrix. And when I say control, I don't mean control every single aspect. Of course, life happens. Of course, things happen. I'm saying just control you in every situation. Make sure you got you locked down on every situation. And everything is a learning experience. It's all a learning experience. That's what this life is. It's a training ground, right? We don't gotta take it too serious. We don't gotta do too much. Just be aware. Be aware how you feel when you lost that money. You probably put it in the stock market. You probably did an option and it didn't go your way. How do you react? Where do you allow your mind to go? Do you allow yourself to get all sad and down on it? Like, oh, I can't believe I lost all this money. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe this person left me. I can't believe they said this or like, you have to detach from all of it. I guess the whole point of this is detachment and awareness. And to me, those are some of the basic things we can do to get what we want out of this life. Is detachment and awareness. Right? When you spend more time in that boredom, when you spend more time learning yourself, when you spend more time in that awareness, it's much more easier to control what goes on up here. That's the whole point of it all, to control what goes on up here, because this controls everything. This is the whole code to this whole game. This is the code. This is the controller. What goes on up here, the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, right? How do you control your imagination? How do you control what you think about? When you lay down at night, is your mind just running, or are you controlling what's going on up here, right? Are you observing what's going on up here? Or are you just letting whatever come to mind just sit there and fester, sit there and take you to places? Everything is a learning opportunity. Everything is teaching you something. It's all showing you something. This whole world is you. It's all just trying to teach you about you. It's trying to show you who you are. Be aware of that and move accordingly. And that's all I got, man. Y'all stay blessed.